Hey everybody, welcome back. Wanted to discuss today a couple of additions to my garage and one deletion. So what's in front of the camera right now is this 2016 Corvette Z06 C7 generation, and it's got the 3 LZ package on it and the silver non-chrome wheel package, as well as the star of the show, the LT4 supercharged engine. And this car is stock right now, so it's got the 650 crank horsepower and 650 foot-pounds of torque. Nothing has been done yet. There's no cold air intake other than what came from the factory. No headers yet, and no special mufflers, though I've got the mufflers that are on it, the baffles, I've got them permanently open so it has a better sound. There's no aero kit on this car, and that's something I'm looking to change. I would like to get the ground effects at some point. It's just got the stock aero, which I think was 125 pound-feet of downforce. And I got this car a couple of months ago. The previous owner had put a few decals on it. It's got the Stinger stripe on the hood, and the owner, I don't know why, but the previous owner put Stingray on it, which it's not a Stingray C7, it's a Z06. But anyway, the car has right now, there's a mirror decoration there. The car has, let's see, how many miles is it going to show me? Open the door, it should. Okay, let's go ahead and get in there. Okay, right now it's got 5523 miles on it. I don't know that you can see that with this lousy camera, but I got it with 3800, and I've put the rest of it on there in the last couple of months. It's got the traction control. It is a 7-speed. I deliberately stayed away from the automatic. And there's the badging with a glare on it. It's got the navigation and the performance data recorder. It's got the leather upholstery with a suede insert. And of course, this being a C7 Z06, the top is removable, unlike the previous generation of C6s. There's the door jamb plaque. I'm going to shut the door. And got these transmission cooler vents. It has the tiny spoiler, which again I'm going to be replacing that with a stage 2 aero kit. And it has 335 wide tires in the back and 2 85s up front. And so yeah, that's the first edition. The C6, here comes the deletion part. The C6 Z06 that I previously had, I traded on this car, and I had run up about 35,000 miles on that, almost 36, and I do miss the car. I miss the naturally aspirated engine, but this one in this car, things happen fast if you press the gas. So I would estimate the previous Corvette with the headers and the tune that I had on it would have been making about 560 at the crank. And so this one, like I said, is the stock 650. So it's a fun little ride, and I'm so far enjoying it. Next is this little 2012 Honda Civic. That is a EX-L model, and this car has 108,000 miles on it right now, and I bought it specifically to keep the miles off of the Corvette. It's not a day-to-day car, but this little Honda is a road car, and I can't wait to take it. Going down to see a good friend of mine next month for the Florida Bug Jam, and this car so far has shown its worth. I'm getting about 35 miles a gallon with mixed driving, city and highway, and it's got the steel wheels. I have my daughter has a 2013 Civic. I believe hers is a DX, and it's got a backup camera. This car was the year before I believe Honda came out with backup cameras. I could be wrong, but this car does not have a backup camera. It does not have the navigation system that some of these 2012s got, but it's an EX-L, and I think the L stands for leather. I could be wrong on that again, but that seat covering is leather, some sort of leather. It's not the greatest quality, but I mean, it's very comfortable, and I need to put some conditioning on it before too long here. The car has a sunroof, which I'm happy for, and it has this little 1.8 liter 140 horsepower Honda engine, which I like these little engines. I don't know that I'm a tuner kind of guy. I don't think I'm going to be hopping it up, but you never know. 1.8 liters in the hands of a gearhead, you just never know what's going to happen there. I don't know if someone put a K&N filter in it. Probably they did. When I open up the air filter housing, I'll check. It's got a new battery, and it's got new tires, and got a pretty good deal on it. So anyway, it does have a little bit of a previous accident damage, a little bit of wrinkling in the rear bonnet, trunk if you will, but other than that, it's really solid. And so yeah, this will be my road car, and wanted to show you guys everything here. It's got the factory Honda steering wheel, which I like. It's a small diameter with a thick grip. This is something I wouldn't mind having similar model to in my Volkswagen. They used to make a Formula France back in the day. They don't sell those anymore. I would otherwise like to have one in my 59 Bug. So anyway, that's the Honda, and nothing has developed new on the Bug. It still runs. I have actually, that's not true. I did redo the rear brakes. I put new shoes, and I put the so-called slingers that carry the gear oil away from the brake shoes if you leak any, and I put new seals because it was having a pretty bad problem. I've got lousy brakes in this car, and I need to go in and check and make sure that that my master cylinder hasn't gone bad, because it gets up to speed pretty quick, but it doesn't like to stop, and that's a bad combination. I'd rather have something that got up to speed slowly and stopped quickly than the opposite. So anyway, nothing at all has been done on my engine. I'm just dragging my feet on it because I lack the deep sump 4.5 quart that I will be running on this 2332. And I've been back inside the engine. I had the long block together, but I took it apart to clearance this front main or rear main bearing, as you saw probably in a video a while back. And I also replaced the distributor shaft because I noticed the aftermarket shaft I bought was hitting the inside of the block, and I didn't like that, so I dug up one of my old ones, and I've just barely got clearance now, but I do have clearance. And so again, I have And here's the old 36 Okrasa engine. I need to get it started again and fire it up. I have lost my carburetor sync tool, and that's why I'm in not such a big hurry. I've got the battery charger, the battery tender on it. And over here, here's my tires. I'm going to see about fitting. They were for the C6 Z06, but now that I've got the C7, I'm going to still see if I can put those on there. I've got the spacers and the extended lug bolts that I need. I just need time to do it and put those on there. And here's the bench. These are my 94s and some miscellaneous stuff. A spare timing gun there. My MSD distributor, which is another thing I need for the 2332. I need the rest of the ignition. I need the expensive 7AL spark box and their Blaster 2 coil, so that I can get that electrical ignition portion of that engine wired up. And there's one of the Super Pro heads. I had taken it off while I was tearing the engine apart to fix the bearing. The oil slot in the bearing wasn't to my liking, and I didn't want to seize the engine, so I took it apart, and this head has been sitting here since. There's a couple of more distributors. There's a Chinese 009, which I'm not sure about. There's issues with that. The car was running poorly. I took that off, the bug that is, replaced it with the German 009, the Bosch part, and it coincidentally or otherwise has been running good since. So I'm not too sure about these Chinese 009s. Anyway, there's the mess on my other stand and the other half of the 2332. So anyway, there you go. There's the deletion and the additions to the shop. I'll be making more videos shortly, as soon as I get some worthwhile content. Thanks, you guys. Take care. God bless everyone and have a great day. Bye-bye.